Ever drive by a farm and think, whoa, how'd they get that massive tractor out here? Like, seriously, did it fly?
Right.
Today's deep dive, it's all about that, well, not flying tractors, but the world of agricultural machinery, wholesaling. Way more interesting than it sounds.
I think people would be surprised. You see a tractor, you don't think about, like, the journey.
Exactly. So we're using these RoleCatcher.com resources all about being a wholesale merchant in, get this, agricultural machinery and equipment.
Catchy title.
Right. But instead of some guy in a suit, picture, I don't know, an agri-matchmaker
I like.
connecting farmers with the right equipment. And it's not all just handshakes and hay bales either.
No, definitely not. I mean, it is a bit.
Yeah.
Building those relationships is key.
Sure, sure. But RoleCatcher mentions travel, trade shows, farm visits. You're out there.
Absolutely. You got to speak the farmer's language.
And the tech language, this stuff's high tech. It's not your grandpa's tractor anymore.
Right. You need to be on top of the trends, the data, everything.
Okay, so less about overalls, more about, actually, I don't know, what does a wholesale merchant wear?
Probably depends on the day. Could be a suit at a conference, boots on a farm.
Point is adaptable. Like the RoleCatcher thing said, active listening is huge.
More than just hearing. It's, okay, what's this farmer really saying they need?
And then there's, hold on, I wrote this down. Critical thinking, not just knowing tractors.
Yeah, it's like, if corn's failing in Iowa, how's that impact demand for harvesters in, say, Nebraska? That big picture stuff.
Oh, that's intense. So part salesperson, part agricultural detective.
Exactly. You're piecing together these market trends, anticipating needs before the farmer even knows them.
Okay, so we're getting a picture here, fast-paced, always changing. But what does that look like day to day? Like, what's the career ladder look like for these folks?
That's where RoleCatcher gets really interesting, laying out that path.
From newbie to, like, big deal closer. Tell me more.
So picture this. You're fresh out of school, raring to go. You land that entry-level wholesale merchant gig.
Probably making coffee runs, right? Lots of coffee runs.
Maybe, but it's more like, think apprenticeship. RoleCatcher talks about assisting senior merchants. So you're doing the research, maybe attending a trade show, but you're watching how it's done.
Taking notes, soaking it all in.
Exactly.
Okay, so fast forward. You've put in the time, you know the business. You can probably identify a tractor by its engine sound alone. What's the next rung on the ladder?
This is where things get interesting. You're not just selling anymore, you're leading. Forecasting those global trends, maybe equipping a whole fleet of tractors with the latest and greatest tech. Big deals.
High stakes and high tech from what we're learning.
Right. RoleCatcher actually gives an example. One seasoned merchant they talked to, this person said they have a sharp eye for market trends, not just following, but spotting what's coming next.
Okay, so you're not just selling a product, you're almost like a consultant.
Yeah.
Advising on the future of their farm.
Totally. In this example, they emphasize developing strategies, that proactive stuff.
Not just riding the wave, making your own wave. That's got to be tough.
But rewarding. Okay, now I'm curious. Let's jump into those RoleCatcher interview questions. Even if we're not applying, they're insightful.
Ooh, yeah. Okay, here's one. How do you stay updated on advancements in agricultural machinery? Like what? Do you subscribe to Tractor Weekly? Is that a thing?
Huh. Probably not.
No.
I imagine it's more like knowing about vertical farming, drone tech for crops, that next level stuff.
So you walk into a meeting and you're not just selling a tractor, you're dropping knowledge about AI that's going to blow their minds.
Exactly. But it's not all cutting-edge tech and smooth selling. RoleCatcher also mentions those difficult customer situations.
Oh, right. Because as high-tech as farming gets, you're still dealing with Mother Nature.
And she does not negotiate. So tight deadlines, equipment hiccups.
Yeah.
A real merchant's got to handle it all.
What does RoleCatcher say about that? So how do you, like, de-escalate a tractor breakdown in the middle of harvest season, asking for a friend who's a farmer, who may or may not exist?
Right, right. Well, RoleCatcher emphasizes those key skills. Again, active listening. Not just, oh, bummer, your tractor's busted. It's, I understand this is costing you XYZ. Let's fix it.
Empathy and efficiency.
Exactly. That's what builds trust, even when things go wrong. And they will go wrong. Weather, markets, who knows what else. It's about being that steady hand.
Man, I'm seeing wholesaling in a whole new light. It's way more than I ever thought.
Me too. And it makes you wonder, with all this tech coming in AI, automation, what happens to our wholesale merchant of the future?
Oh, yeah. We got to talk about the robot in the room. Do they even need a human to sell a self-driving tractor?
Right. RoleCatcher didn't have all the answers, but they stressed the supply chain aspect. This isn't widgets, it's food. And AI could change the game big time.
Okay, but how? Give me an example.
So picture this: AI analyzes a farm, like down to the soil, right? Knows exactly what equipment they need for max efficiency.
No more. Well, my gut says you need this fertilizer spreader.
Yeah. Exactly. Data-driven. But here's the thing. Someone's got to explain that to the farmer. AI might speak algorithm, but
Farmer speak tractor.
there you go. So our wholesale merchant, they become the bridge. Tech knowledge and that human touch.
So maybe not robots selling, but robots helping humans sell even better.
Now you're getting it. This isn't about being replaced. It's about leveling up.
Man, who knew we'd go from tractors to AI in one deep dive? My brain's full.
Mine too, in a good way. It just shows agriculture, it's always changing. And this role, it changes right along with it.
So to everyone listening, maybe you're the next great agri-matchmaker, or at least next time you see a combine, you won't just think, big machine, you'll think.
Supply chain, global markets, AI analysis.
Exactly. All right, that's our deep dive for today. Until next time, folks, keep those wheels turning.